What up, y'all? This is Isaiah, and today in this video, I wanted to talk about the 3 different things you want to think about when you're launching your brand, or when you're, rebranding, or when you have a brand and it's not as strong as you want it to be or you think it is. We're gonna talk about 3 different things that you can consider to actually make your brand stronger. So first things first, like when we hear brand, it's this word that's tossed around. But brand is not always what you see. Brand is really what you stand for. What are your values? How are you impacting the niche, the industry that you're in? How are you changing the game? How are you touching the people? That's if you're focused on that. Your brand can be whatever you want it to be, but you have to define something. So the first thing is your core values. What are your core values? Like, let's break it down. Core is the epicenter, the nucleus. What are your company's values? What's the nucleus of your company's values? That's the first thing you want to consider. Last year, before I launched my eyewear company, I was in an incubator, and they drilled this stuff home. We spent so much time on it, and I didn't want to, but I needed to. So core values. When I was in the Air Force, in basic training, they drilled the core values into our head every single day, literally, until it became second nature. Core values. And the government and the military is one of the most successful organizations from a organizational structure standpoint, from a system standpoint. They just understand it. When you're able to put something into someone's mind over time, that's gonna carry the culture for years, for decades to come. So it's all about initially setting your brand up for success. So that way, over time, it gets easier to do things and people just truly know what you already stand for, and you don't have to keep saying it. So core values. So you wanna think about your core values. The second thing is your mission statement. This is extremely important because, pulling from my military experience again, like, if you don't have a mission, if you don't have an objective, you don't have any direction. And that's also why I say everything starts with the vision. If you don't have a mission, what are you doing it for? You're just trying to sell a product. You're just trying to make some money. And that's perfectly fine. But you need to know what game you're playing. If you go to an investor and you don't even have a mission statement, they're gonna laugh at you. They're not gonna give you any money because they're gonna think that you're not even competent enough to understand the importance of a mission statement. Every single nonprofit has a mission statement because they're always gonna need money. People are not gonna invest in something where they're not able to see where you're going and where you're headed. So if you don't have a mission statement, go work on that. Because in your mind, that's gonna give you a sense of clarity. Like, okay, I know where we're going now. I know what we're going to do. And it's gonna order your steps. The same with the core values, they all work together. And the third thing is impact. What is the impact that I want this brand to make on the world? Ask yourself this. What is the real impact? So for my eyewear company, I want to change the world through eyewear. I want to create the world's most inspirational frames. When a customer receives our sunglasses, I want them to get chills. Our tagline is the world's most inspirational frames, because that's our promise. Another thing, here's a bonus. Every brand delivers on their promise. Successful brand, they deliver on their promise. So if you go around saying that we have the world's most comfortable shoes, like Allbirds, they better be the world's most comfortable shoes. Otherwise, the people are going to lose faith in you as a brand. They're not gonna associate you with a brand, they're gonna associate you with a company. You wanna own something in your consumer and your customer's mind. So we got core values, mission statement, and impact. Those are three major things that every successful brand has and that you should consider before launching your brand. This is Isaiah Fowler, and always remember, everything you do in your life starts with a vision.